you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. Going up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and did it?
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the ready. Go 58 to the mic. Go. Go. Watch the twin. Watch the twin. Jam.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Johnson jostles free, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip. Shoot. Man, up. 61, matchbox lights. Motion, pop. Move.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check nickel.
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Alert.
On 1st down, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Alert. Hey, ball. Kill.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Now Trubisky. This is caught. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Situation. Let's go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
I got you. Hey, check mine.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
36. Good move. X3, 218, chopper.
On second down, it's Montgomery, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go, baby.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Lock in, lock in.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Shift! Watch the shift! Lock in, lock in. 18, 18. Get wide.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't feel like the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Blue draw Porker.
From the 41, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky flush to his right. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the Bears' 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Run!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. A first down carry for Davis. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Play action now. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They give to Johnson going right. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Trubisky will throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Johnson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
At the 47-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch, quick. Jim.
Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight. And they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Lions, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate